Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today is May 5th, 2017. This is our live session. Go to the website if you want email alerts to these sessions. Just register. Go to StockBookie.com. You get all our stuff, live streaming, technical analysis, the trade positions, swing trades, technical analysis videos, and all that stuff. We made a video on the USO. Then you have the SPY, the usual suspects that we do, the technical analysis, live stream, all that good stuff. Guys, go there today, sign up, it's free. What do you have to lose? So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully well. Let me get to the technical side of this. All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's go right to the charts here. I've been keeping an eye on Google. Finally, guys, I mean, 5 days up or 4 days up, getting a little bit of a reversal today. But still a strong name, but still a high flyer, and we all know what high flyers are going to do eventually. Monthly chart stretch job. It's going to take a little while to come back, but just need the markets to pull back. I know it's a tall task, guys. 26 million on the SPY, almost 27 million on the SPY. Pretty pathetic today. Hey, good morning, everybody. Actually, it's still 11 o'clock here in Arizona. So, all right, let's go through the usual suspects. SPY, nothing really going on too much, guys. Here's the intraday action. You know what I talk about all the time, holding the 20 MA. Look at this, 20 MA, 26 million on the SPY. What do you expect this thing to do? You have a little bit of a W pattern here. Maybe it does go higher into the close. Maybe you get some shorts just covering, and it's going to maybe do a squeeze job because everyone thought jobs report is going to be bad. CNBC hyped it up that it was going to be bad, and guess what? Jobs report was good, better than expected, and boom. We are coming into this little pivot right here, so keep an eye on that. But again, 2 o'clock on a Friday, no volume. I wouldn't doubt we go right back to the highs and close up here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Daily chart, we did talk about this pattern. If you watch my daily videos, we talked about the gap up over resistance right into the gap fill. It's been holding that area ever since. Going into the trend line, we talked about the trend line, and boom, we're going into it, and it's looking like it's starting to move up. It should be going a lot more than on 26 million. Guys, nobody's involved in these markets. Maybe they're waiting for the elections and Sunday, which just mind-boggling. Now we care about who gets into France and the central banks and what they're going to do and the new leader over there. It's like, oh my gosh, I thought America was the leader, but I guess not anymore. We're just going to wait on news and see where these markets go. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days sideways. This thing's got to giddy up here. Usually I'd like 7 to 10 days. We get 2 weeks going sideways. They're pretty much doing the same thing they've been doing. Everybody buys puts down here. They jam it to them, get them all to deplete. Everyone buys puts down here. They jam it to them again. Everyone buys puts up here. It came back pretty good. You better have taken your profit, but boom, right back up, deplete the puts. That's their goal in their life, to just kill the puts until nobody tries to attempt it. And they just keep the markets going on hopes and dreams, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a bear right now, believe me. But you know what? Can't rule it out that we can't go higher. Again, if this pattern plays out, we go above the 240.32, then this one can possibly get up into this area around 243, I'm going to say 245 at this point. And then the next big round number is 250, so we'll watch out for that. If you're more bearish, you got to get below the trend line, below the MAs, fill the gap, blah, blah, blah. If it starts to go down, then we'll talk about it. Here we go, guys. 2 o'clock. Must be getting some news. Did Grandma come out at 2 o'clock or something? Is she talking? I don't even know anymore. Oh, gosh. If you're new to the room, I'm going to go through a couple more symbols here, the SPY, the IWM, just to go over the overall markets, just to see what's going on here. And just a lot of light volume float, guys. It's pretty pathetic, actually. 27 million on the SPY, guys. Well, I don't know what's going on here. Did we get some news or something here? You think can top out the S&P at 2,500? Maybe can, but we'll see. Just got to take it one step at a time. This is a pretty good bullish pattern here above the MAs. This could pop, but if this bullish pattern fails at the highs, this could drop even worse. So keep an eye on that. But yeah, so right now, guys, the light volume, they're shaking people up and down. Like when this thing took a dip right here, the S-mini guys are all going short, so then they stick it to them for an hour and a half, and then when it gets to the double top, they cover their shorts, go long up here, and then it goes right back down. I was that trader, guys. Always shorting at the bottom, always buying at the top. Back and forth every day, losing money, losing money. But it's, again, this isn't a bad W pattern. It's holding the MAs on the intraday, 27 million. So I want conviction, guys. I want, if we're getting a big up move, I want 127 million, not 27 million. So this is Jicky Jack volume. Be careful in these markets. So, all right, let's get into the IWM. IWM, same pattern, same thing. They're just keeping it buoyant, guys. We're coming into the double top here. IWM's a little bit, well, it's okay. The Dow, though, the Dow just got a bid. What it did, Buffett buy IBM back again. So, again, IWM has good support here. We're waiting for pattern going sideways. If it retraces up, we'll watch for double top again, you know, the all-time high, and we'll go from there. But this one's a little bit weaker than the rest of them, so keep an eye on that. Volume's been light. Today's going to be really light, so that's suspect to me, guys. That's just me. I don't know. Some people just don't watch volume. I watch it all the time. The Qs, again, the Qs, just high flyers, just keep going. Even though Amazon and Google's fading a little bit, but you got them, well, Netflix was almost at the highs. Facebook, I don't know what's Facebook doing today. A little bit down. You got a couple other high flyers coming in, you know, trying to push it up. iRobot keeps going up. That position, if you're in that position in there, just hold tight. If you're not short iRobot, short that pig up here. Go slow, though. Really slow on iRobot. You have nothing up there. They're hyping this thing up like NVIDIA. But we're going to go over some of the trades that we're in, and I'll show you guys why we're shorting these stocks and stuff like that. So all high flyers, guys. That's what we're doing here. All right, let's see. So Qs, again, above the MAs, pretty good pattern developing here. But a lot of times at all-time highs, these good bullish patterns will fail. And if they fail, it's going downtown. So that's what we're watching for right now. But again, with the light volume starting to prevail, this thing can float, 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 float. Let the 20 MA curl in the price and maybe push it up. But again, we'll keep an eye on these. French elections, whoa, news again, guys. The news-driven market might drive it up, drive it down. Who knows? All right, let's go into the DIA. That just got a push. I don't know what. I don't know. Did someone get news or an upgrade or a buyback or something? Shopify's up again. Shopify, hurry up. Tesla's up. People just can't help buying the dip on that one. AMD's trying, but they're holding that one down. I think they're getting more suckers on, just like Tesla, guys. And let me explain something to you. If you're new to the room, go to StockBookie.com, sign up. You get the email before we go live. But with the markets, guys, when it's light volume like this, these guys, market makers, institutional money, hedge funds, they could kind of do whatever they want with these stocks. If they need higher prices somewhere because they don't have to pay out option premium, they will make stocks go up and down. You do not want to get stuck in these things if they pull the rug out on the indexes. Because right now, there's really not a lot of participation in these markets. So if the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, if they ever dump, a lot of these stocks it's going to be lights out. So just beware on that one, guys. All right, so the DIA, again, we talked about this. Great pattern, great tight bullish pattern. I like this one. I would like to see the 20 MA curl in the price and keep it up. But first step would be all-time high to 1159, then all the way. I mean, you got a big trend line right here, guys. That's been in there for a long, long time. And you're looking at 220, you know, and if this pattern plays out, it could damn well reach that. So just beware of that. Earnings are still coming in. Most of the big ones are out, but we'll see what happens with all that stuff. Looks like the SPY's trying to come in. The DIA is trying to come in. I'm going to get to some questions in a second, guys. Give me a minute. IYT up a little bit, but again, you know, down. This is overall bearish pattern here. You're in this channel still too. Came back in. They're trying to recapture the 50 MA, so watch for that. If you are more bullish, it's got to get above here and get back above this area in these pivots here. It popped above, came right back in. Again, slightly bearish, but in a bullish stance above all the MAs here. So nothing really wrong. We got to go into next week and see if this volume picks up, because it's honestly driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. The USO, though, guys, look, right here, 955, big pivot down here. I did a video last night, so if you want more on the USO, go to the video. But what I'm thinking is we're starting a channel in this pennant here. We broke down below the trend line here, which was really big to me, guys. Gotta watch that. We did confirm below here, so that's a big one for me. Let's see if it sticks that way. Let's see. Again, I wanted to wait for a pattern here. We talked about, you know, let's see if we go an inside bar set up and then come to the next wave, and instead it just dropped it. Yesterday after hours or last night, oil was tanking. Central bankers, Janet Yellen, they had to come in, I believe, and do something with this. They had to save it because this was actually starting to take down the markets. Again, though, this is my thoughts. They tried pushing this up. Janet doesn't need higher oil prices, guys. That's will be consumer spending down, and consumer spending's been at the all-time highs for the last 2-3 months. So with the higher oil prices, people are going to be like, well, you know, I got to spend an extra 100 a month on oil, so I'm not going to go out to eat this week or stuff like that. So you got to kind of think outside of the box. So when they rallied this thing and the SPY and everything really didn't go, it was almost like, ah, shit, we got to let it go. It almost filled the gap up here, but we were shorting up here, and y'all know, took the SCO, and that thing just ripped heads off, came right back in. And when the oil starts leading down, you got to be real careful. Like I said, when we had that, when they were dumping it last night, that you saw the futures going down. So right now we're waiting on pattern. Let's see if we get a retrace. You know what? Let's stick a fib in here. Let's see if we get a fib and retrace in oil. You know, you're looking, yeah, look at that, 1057 right back in here. If we end up going right into this area, if you weren't short oil, we might give it another shot up here. You also have it from the high pivot right there. So all the talking heads are all telling everyone, oil's bullish, you got to get in, and then they flushed it on them. So you got a lot of people caught up in here. Margin calls will exaggerate the move a little bit, because if you're loading up the house, never load up the house, guys. If you're following me, no more than 10% total position in your total portfolio. If you have a $100,000 portfolio, no more than 10 grand in any position. Let me explain this to you. So if you're in 10% position, and if you're upside down 10% in that position and you take the loss, it's only a 1% position or a 1% loss in your total portfolio. If you take a half position, you go over 10% loss, it is only a 0.5% loss in your total portfolio. So if you do a half position and you have a 20% loss, it's only 1% in your total portfolio. Because I got people ripping me on NVIDIA still, shitty trade. Goldman Sachs, I'm almost at break even. Tesoro, I got out of that one with actually a profit. You know, look at Tesoro. And that one I was getting my butt wrenched. I have to tell you that honestly. I got wrenched on this one. But sticking to the high flyer mentality, you know, I was in here right around 138, I believe it was. I'm out of the trade now. 138, guys, right in here. Stalled. Then they got news. I think it was a buyout or some crap, and it just wrenched me. It was like, oh my gosh. But I had a small enough position. It was almost 10%. I was getting wrenched on here, guys. But as the months went by, I was making more money scalping, doing this. I scalped this one a couple times, stuff like that. Right when it came back in, guys, gave me a couple bucks, and I got the hell out. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually got out of this one. But playing the high flyer monthly, I was in shares, not options, had plenty of time. I'm still thinking this one could be a $100 stock. For me, I want to take the capital and put it, you know, to work somewhere else. I took the couple dollar win and said, get me the hell out of here. So that's why these high flyers, guys, it's so important to take shares, take the right size position, and you can handle some pain. Yeah, this was painful, let me tell you. It was like, holy crap, here we go. I'm in no margin in any of these trades either, guys. It's all strictly my cash. That's it, and take it from there. But yeah, I got out of this one. A lot of these other ones that I'm upside down with, like the JPM, the Goldman Sachs, and the NVIDIA, they're small enough positions, guys. So I can handle some pain. So you got to take that in consideration when you're taking these trades. So, but when you're, you know, if you're all in on this, holy crap, you're getting killed on that one. All right, let's look at the UUP. Is that one going up today? No, flat on the day. So they're just holding the dollar here. We'll talk about this in the nightly video. Probably still, yeah, look at that, still chopping around. Almost broke that low though. I still think we're gonna come to 25 bucks, so watch that one. And then the GLD, guys. What can I say? You know, we're in the gap fill down here. We took some off the table. A lot of people are asking me, do I buy gold? Do I buy gold? And for me, guys, I'm in at 110, 57. I don't, hold on, 107 or 110, 58. So I'm down in here. I can't tell. I sold half up here, guys. I can't tell you to buy here. I'm still in the money by almost $7 to tell. I mean, maybe down here. It doesn't mean it won't bounce when it fills this and comes down here and fills this gap too. But you know, and actually got a good trend line down here too. So, but you know, a lot of the commodity stocks are breaking down. So be real careful with these. Again, I sold half right up here. That's how I'm playing it. J-Nug's getting roasted. Let's go into J-Nug. Then we'll start taking questions, guys. If you're new to the room, punch a symbol in there with the dollar sign, and we'll start rolling through this. So this was the last line of defense here, 1512. It looks like it's trying. Oh, look at that, 1532. Wow, it is holding that, guys. Look at that, up 8% on the day already. So that would have been the 383 area that we had on the old chart before they did the reverse split or what have you. If we get lower, guys, it could go to 10 for all I know. So if you just started adding J-Nug down here, good for you. You held on, waiting for the downside. Honestly, guys, 21, 25, if you get back above this trend line, you're probably going to start ripping. But again, a little early to tell. There's really no pattern here other than a nice, let's see if we get a reversal today. If they pop this thing up and close it above the high of yesterday and up into the 1577, I would love it. 1589, if we close above that, that could be a possible reversal. But we're still at the lows, waiting for a pattern, so be careful with the J-Nug. All right, guys, let's go through some stuff here. What's up, everybody? Apple is annoying, not going down. Yeah, Apple, jeez, just won't budge. They got to keep Apple up. Apple's the one. If that starts coming in, my gosh, it's going to take. It will help the markets go down. Let's put it that way. So the Apples are up, and it's just high flying. They're coming out. Cook is coming out. We're doing this. We're doing that. Everything's great. We're going to double our earnings next quarter or next year, whatever. We're giving billions of dollars away. We're doing stock buybacks. I mean, how on a 28 million day on the SPY, news just keeps driving these guys because if we were selling, it would be tougher for these to float. But now the whole markets are floating. This is what you get. This is what you get on just a no volume day. Markets are kind of grinding up, and everything else is grinding with it. That unfortunately, that's what we got to deal with right now. So if you are in any of these short trades, just stick with them and just hold your shorts, guys. Kind of funny, hold your shorts, right? Yeah, so Apple, that thing's just being a beast. And AMD flat. Yeah, AMD, you know what they're doing at AMD? Seen this a million times. You know what this is doing? This is making all the bulls go, man, 3 days sideways. Oh, man, I got to get in this one. 5 more days sideways, they're going to get all the bulls in here. It doesn't mean it can't go up. Your little guy buying this thing doesn't mean shit, guys. One institution comes in and dumps, it's lights out. Little guys like me, you, and everyone else on this board here, unless we got some billionaires in here, we could. We won't do shit to this stock. I traded with a guy with $100 million account. He might be able to move this stock. I don't honestly, I don't know. But we're holding this 20 MA. Remember what I talked about when we barely missed it? We kissed it. For government work, that's close enough, but we still didn't hit this. Because if we hit this, there's going to be a lot of buyers down here, technicians, and programs and black box trading programs that buy when a stock hits the 200 MA, it's programmed to buy. So what these guys do, they stop it, they hold it, get everybody all charged up. Oh, here we go. It's AMD. If it goes sideways here, this is down, sideways, bearish pattern setting up for lower prices. I'm sure everyone here, I'm not sure if everyone, but if you follow my videos, I did one last night of AMD. Guys, $7 is the target right now. This will curl up 20 MA. I'm saying $8. And look what's holding here too, the 200 MA. But when you get elongated bars like this coming in, that's telling me lower prices. I'm sorry if I rip people. I'm pretty crass and to the point when I'm trading stocks. I don't sugarcoat shit, guys. I tell it how it is. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'm wrong. Oh, well. I know I'm going to have the right size position in there so I don't get my butt kicked. I took that. I'm getting ripped. I guess there was another trader on StockTwits, but I'm getting ripped apart on this one. But again, I'm in this position, not a big position. I'm also in a swing trade at double top, 34, 35. You got to add on this. Look at this stretch job on here. I'm going to hold this one. I'm looking for a buck or two. That's all I'm looking for on this trade. If it pulls back right away on Monday, Tuesday, I'm out. I'm going to hold this one because when you get a move like this in the double top and it keeps going, basically what's happening is you have shorts that were going up in here. They get they put their trade right at $35 at the even number. Market makers know that. So every time they get the shorts out, guys, it's like buying the stock and it just keeps squeezing it up. Eventually, they're going to stop everybody out. 35 was probably the magic number, and I wish I would have waited for that. But when you punch through double top here at 32.87, next area for me is around 34 bucks, guys. That's where I'm going to start doing something on this one. Anywhere in that area, especially even numbers, 34, 35, 36. That's where you want to go, because right now we're in la-la land with this one. So there's really no technicals up here other than the even numbers, which is just natural resistance. But if this one pulls back today, I get 50 cents on it, I'll take the trade and done. I'm not looking for lots on these, a lot of money on these scalp trades or day trades or a couple day holds. I look for 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks, 300 bucks. They all laugh at me. But when you do 10 of those a week for 500 bucks, it's 5 flipping grand. I don't care if they're small. And then a lot of people are, how do you risk all that money? Well, if you go in here, I mean, this one's small, so if you do 2,000 shares, it's only 70 grand. But it's like, why would you risk 70 grand to make, 500 bucks? It's like, well, if you buy an option for 1,000 and you're risking 1,000, and then, if it doesn't work out, you're going to lose $1,000. So I'd rather just do it. Trade with shares, stick with it. I know my pain threshold, and I'm almost there on this one. This one's just kind of pissing me off, to be quite honest with you. But you know what? I got to trade it. I'm in it. What are you going to do? Right now, if the markets were to come in, it's just a light volume holding this thing up. I think this is just a massive squeeze, guys. And they took everyone out at 34, 35. They squeezed it a little bit more. There's probably some bids on 35.50, that quarter number, because a lot of people go 34.25, 34.50, 34.75. They put that's what the market makers look for, guys. They look for quarter numbers. That's what they do. So back to AMD, though, as I'm just barking around here. Yeah, so you have good support down there, but I still think they're holding this thing up, making the bulls think about a trade, adding position, and then they're going to maybe retrace, and they're going to take them out again. Market sell, this will be going lower. But right now, not bad day today. If you're buying down here and that's your first size position, gosh, if you get a buck or two, get the hell out. Well, let it come back in, do it again. Who cares? All right, let's see here. Wow, markets are crazy. What do you think of top out? Man, I don't know. We got to get past 2,400 first. Once we get past that, then we'll have to deal with what's going on. Let me show you guys one more thing, too. If you're new to the room, this is the reason why we have short positions on, guys. I personally, I was taught never to go long when the markets are at the top. I just can't. You got a pretty good bullish pattern even on the SPX. This one is 15 minutes delayed. But let me go to the monthly chart, guys. I'm going to show this chart every day. So if you're new to the room, this is why I'm not going long. You got the .com. Remember this? I remember it because I got my ass kicked. I was listening to CNBC and going long and everything. That could be yelling, guys. Hold on. Let me take the yelling call. She's giving me the bat signal. No, but yeah, right here. I was going long. Oh, my God, I'm going to make so much money. I'm holding forever. They said it's going to keep going higher. Got my ass kicked. Goes right back up, pretty much to break even. I'm like, oh my God, this is the time. I'm back to square one again, get my ass kicked. This is why I started learning technicals, guys, right about 2007. So when this thing was coming down, we were learning. I was starting to learn, just kind of new, sitting on my hands, caught some of these bounces, trade some of this, didn't catch the whole. I should have just bought the dip. Look at that double bottom, and you came into this little pivot down there. That was the time to buy. And this is when I was just learning. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not buying. Then it started going up. Chased it a little bit, went short, short up here, and then, gosh, we went long and then sold it and then just kept going. We missed a lot of it, but I don't care. We shorted right in here, went down, but I cannot go long on any stock right now. If this thing tanks, everything's coming down with it. That's why we're slowly adding shorts across the board. If you go to my StockBookie.com site, you remember this is what you'll get. You have all our spreadsheets. And some of these I'm adding, guys. Some iRobot, I'm getting roasted on that trade. I added a little bit more yesterday. I'm almost at a 10% position, and I'm getting roasted, guys. But chart-wise, I'm sticking with it. If I get back to 70 bucks, I'm out. And this is one of those where it's a high flyer. But this is all the ad prices, and then as we're taking them off over here, we're selling half, selling quarter, maybe riding a quarter position in earnings or something. But this is all of them. We got 84 positions on here. Some of them are out of the money. Some of them are in the money. A little bit of a balanced trade. If you want to get into some of these, just take the one that's worse off, like iRobot. Short that pig. Just take a small position, half position. If it goes up a little bit more, add it, and then just stick with it. Just like Tesoro, just like Nvidia. These are all going to be coming down, guys. All we need tall task, but all we need is the markets to pull back, which is, starting to become a joke, basically. It's the bookie joke, right? All right, let's see here. How can you trade with so many lines? These are just, these are, unfortunately, I gotta talk to my rep with these guys. If I'm in a 10-minute, I'm over here. Hold on here, let me, daily. Well, the lines are support and resistance. So that's what's telling me. So if this thing comes back in, that could be support, that could be resistance. So that's all those lines. So I have to have those lines in there to tell me what's going on. Just like in here, I know, this isn't the best head and shoulder on AMD or anything, but the target price was about 922. If you want to call that a head, I don't know. That's like a long shoulder over here. If it would have been a little more tight, if this would have went up and straight in, that would have been pretty good. We'd be testing the low now, but doesn't mean, I'll put that line in there, got to have it. But we do have big gap fill here, which we filled. We have another pivot there, and then at 824, we have another down pivot. We have a gap fill down here too, so we got some other areas of resistance. But again, they didn't touch that 200 MA. That's telling me they're up to something, because that usually will trigger a buying opportunity when that hits it, or a little pierce and then a bounce. This thing goes sideways. Look out, guys. Why where are you still holding SEO? No, I'm out of SEO. I'm done with that one. That one's gone. I sold. I am short the USO with a quarter position still. That was from a trade from a while back. So I am still personally short the USO, but the SEO trade was on there. I am out of the SEO right now. Unfortunately, always after the fact, guys. I sold right here, 41.60, and of course, it just blast off right here. So, but you know what? We got it from I think it was 33.78 or 34. I'll just say 34 bucks to 41.60. I can't complain. So no, I'm big. Just take the profit and run, and on to the next trade. So I took that money, hopped into another trade, and I'm in another one now. Let's see here. Also, what is your take on Tesla and Twilio? Tesla's getting a bounce. Everybody knows Tesla. It's like AMD. You get a dip and everyone buys. Right now, on a short-term Fibonacci, you came into the 382 retrace and these pivots here. You had a lot of support coming in from this consolidation before it popped up. We popped up into this line, which is good resistance, straight back down. You're just getting to buy the dip mentality, guys. Got to buy Tesla. Oh my gosh, it's what, 30, like $40 cheaper. So everyone thinks they're getting a discount price, and I don't know, guys. I don't think you're getting that big of a discount yet. You're still stretched on the weekly and you're stretched on the monthly, and you know what stretch charts do. They just take a little time, especially this one here. The 20 MA here is at 231, so you got to watch for that. And this is a stock that goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up on news, and then whatever else he's building, he's drilling holes, building tube trains, and whatever the hell else he's doing. So you got to keep an eye on that. And then he'll tweet, "Don't short my stock," all this crap. So for me, I wouldn't. If you're long, I would protect your profits. We're short. We're a little bit upside down on this trade, not by much, but I'm sticking with it. And I still think we're coming down to the 232 area down in here somewhere. And if it does, we'll just take our profit. If it goes up in our face again, then we'll have to keep an eye on the overall market. Because if the SPY, the IWM, and everything comes in, it's going to be a market trade, guys. Those all come in. Everything else will come in with it. Twilio, I wouldn't touch it. I mean, you got the – really? They did – I haven't looked at this one. So they got the bounce. So they – gosh, they actually went to the 2374 area, and I was preaching to the choir for a long time about the double bottom, and everyone laughed. 20 bucks maybe. I wouldn't touch it. We shorted this thing right around here off a topping tail. Never confirmed. Straight back down. We only got about 5 to 10 bucks out of the trade, something like that. I wish we would have held. Hindsight's always easier to say, I wish I would have held. This could have easily went up. This is a down sideways, big bearish pattern. Then bad earnings, goes in, hits double bottom, and now it's coming right back down. God, they got more. You know what they did? Just like AMD, they got a bunch of bulls on here going, oh, here it goes. Better get the Twilio, and then right back down. Now, we did hit this at double bottom after hours on earnings. Didn't do it on a live session, so let's see if this holds. If this doesn't hold, guys, I think it's going to 20. And if the markets sell, it could go lower. So if you want to get interest in Twilio, just let it go lower. Bad trend, below the MAs. Monthly chart, I mean, look, monthly chart just getting roasted, guys. Roasted. You get big red bars. Like, I mean, this is down sideways. This is a big bearish pattern on the monthly that could be possibly playing out. Markets go lower. This is going lower. Let it go. And if you gotta get interested in this, say if you're gonna do a $10,000 position, do 2,000 here, 2,000, 2,000, and then if it gets to 20, add it, and then hold it if you're more long term. Just be careful, guys. And if I sound like I'm ripping on anybody, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm passionate about this crap, and I don't sugarcoat shit, guys. I've been telling everyone from 65 bucks, this could go to double bottom, and look where we're at. Right there. God, I wish I would have held that short. I look like a dickhead. Excuse the language, guys. All right, let's see here. You need to sell resistance and buy support. Those are the areas where to get the best returns. You've got to buy weakness and sell the rips. The script never changed. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I do. That's why I'm short. Here, let's go through some of these. All right, I just want to show you guys. So on a monthly chart, here's some of the plays that we're doing, all right? And it's stupid. There's so many. And the people that follow me, they know. So you got Apple. Apple, there's your 20 MA. That's where, when it gets stretched from there, it's got to come back down. Adobe, another one, stretched. ALB, another one, stretched. Now you're in the trend line up here. This one here, ALGN, same thing, stretched. This one just keeps coming in. Stretch chart. AMT, stretch chart. Amazon, stretch chart. ATVI, stretch chart. This is one we added a little bit more yesterday. It's a stretch though. This will be a $40 stock, guys, when it's all said and done. We got to get below here. A lot to watch on this one, but we'll see how that one works. AXP, this one wasn't stretched, but I like the fact I believe it was double top. It was these pivots right here. You can't really see it on a monthly, but there's big pivots right here, and you got to take that trade. Boeing, BA, stretch chart. Alibaba, stretch chart. Look at this. This might be a monthly topping tail. We'll have to see how that goes. Burlington, stretch chart. Look at that pig. Cake, we did that one too. We covered half on that one. Stretch chart. Caterpillar, this one wasn't stretch. It was coming into this trend line here. That's where I took the trade right there. Boom, coming in slowly. We've done this trade plenty of times though. CBS, we covered this trade. Double top. Boom, we covered it. We covered the last half right here yesterday, right around 61, I don't know, 25 or something like that. So this trade is closed. Boom, that's it. Double top, hit it, went past, clicked, straight down. Charter, another one. Yeah, this one's going up. We should have covered half yesterday. But another one, though, stretched. But you guys get the point now, This one, Coke, almost double top. I had room to add. Boom, came right down. We covered half already on that trade. But that's what we're trying to find here, guys. Door, stretched. Dow Chemicals, stretched. DPZ, another one. If you're not in this one, short this one. DPZ, it just keep double top. In fact, you know what? Hold on a second here. DPZ, we started adding on that. We've had positions in this up and down, up and down, up and down. 193. We're in at 187.87. I'm going to wait a little bit more. If it goes to 200 or so, I'll wait for the pop. So I'm starting to add slow and steady on this one. I'm in a quarter position. I'll add another half, or maybe another, probably another half at 200, 201 if it gets there. But stretched. You got ones like IT, stretched. Look at iRobot. That's another one. Stretched. I mean, come on, guys. It's just unhealthy, guys, for stocks to do this. NVIDIA is another one. I mean, so if you go through every one of these charts here, they're stretched. McDonald's, stretched. That one's stretched, or MA was stretched. MLM. That one we traded a couple times. That one's stretched. I can't go pull. Stretched. Children's Place, we're already out of this one, but that was another one. Came in, pulled back, we got the hell out, popped back up. This thing goes up again, I think we'll do it again. Why not? What else here? Pull was another one, stretched. So you guys get the point here. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but that's what we're trying to play here. We get we're right in the time frame, guys, where we could be pulling back here. I know selling may go away, blah, blah, blah. It hasn't done it in years, but we're in a time frame, guys. I know I've been saying it for months, but this is Just stick with your positions. Don't go all in. Just spread them all apart, guys. Don't ever go all in on any one trade, period. And scalping intraday stuff, still have to do some strict money management on that one. So you got to watch out for that. Hold on, let me see. Okay. All right, that's pull. All right, anyways. All right, if you're new to the room, $ symbol, put it in there. Let's see, Twilio retrace pullback, I think. We can look at that. I don't know. I'm not doing it. Yeah, you're back to the double bottom here. So you could actually go, but you know, if that thing closes low or closes below this pivot here, look out. We get some selling next week in the markets. These are all going to go lower. So yeah, I see what you're saying. I'd rather have a retrace where it goes for maybe a week or two and then comes back in and then goes. This is a pretty quick retrace for it to get it a bounce. It looks a little bit. This is the 10-minute chart here over here, guys. Looks a little bit weak to me, but I see what you're saying. Comes back in. Put a trend line in here. You know, I guess if it holds that, maybe, but I think you got the bounce here and they got everybody on board and now they're just kind of shaking people out. One more shakedown to 22, 21. Everyone who went long here is just getting murdered. So, and most likely they're going all in, no position size. I'm just buying 5,000 shares. This is going to be great. And then they get slaughtered. So again, position size in these markets are so important right now. Twilio might be good for a pop. Not for me. I mean, it could, honestly. If it goes down into the 2374 area, I wouldn't rule it out, especially with the light volume. Markets continue up, I wouldn't rule it out. If the markets start to dump, then it's going lower. So be careful. Remember, if you want to take this down here, just don't go all in. Have a little room to add more. All right, let's see here. Again, if you're new to the room, go to StockBookie.com right here. I'm going to do commercials, guys. I want to get more members right there. Sign up. I'm in this already. So you register here, sign up. You'll get all the stuff and live streams, all that stuff. You get email alerts for all our videos and everything. And we're looking at doing a couple other things too. Just having some fun, guys, in the markets, trying to make some money. That's what we're here to do. All right, let's see here. Good pop. I want to buy back into AMD to recover some of my losses. Are you still thinking, Amy? You could. I mean, if you're gonna do it, dip your toe slow. Don't go out. Don't get all crazy on me, and then send me emails that, oh, that was the worst trade ever. It could hold up here. You have great support on AMD, but I gotta play that. We're in a cycle right now, guys, and the cycle. Right in that time frame. And I have a buddy who does cycles, and he's been telling me for a couple of weeks now that look out in May. And I'm like, yeah, sell in May and go away. I know the story. And he's like, no. And this is a guy who does war cycles. He can do like human cycles, like your life. You could chart your life and ups and downs and stuff like that, where pretty incredible. He's been spot on for a long time, so I have to respect what he's saying, and that's why in the last couple months or so, since March, I've been slowly adding shorts, because he's been telling me sometime in May, not that sometimes it doesn't happen, but sometime in May we could get some nice selling, so be prepared. So that's why I'm picking on the high flyers. You don't pick on the high flyers that that you want to go long in, or you don't want to pick on stocks that already fell, like AMD. You don't want to short this thing here. You don't short a stock that already came down 15. You start thinking about going long, just like you don't short a stock at the bottom. You short the stocks that are at all-time highs, guys. That's what you do. Just like if the markets do correct and they come in good, we're going to find support levels to go long on all these stocks. I want to go long because that's the easy trade. That's the easy buy the dip mentality. Spiders are crashing. You know, Google's going down, AMD's going down, and then it gets to a point where the SPY catches a bid, and then everything goes up. I want to be a bull again. I've been a bull. I'm a bear right now. I don't care. Whatever way I'm trying to bull or bear, I don't care. I just want to make money in the markets or be on the right side of the trade. But AMD, if this thing consolidates for another week, you could be setting up for lower prices, and maybe around $9. I still like the 824 level. I mean, wouldn't it be sweet if it did drop to $8, $7, and you actually bought it down here and then it started ripping? I mean, this is one, guys. I'll show you again. Monthly chart. When you get a stock that rips like this, you need a pullback. Usually the area is the 20 MA. That's just, I've seen it too many times, guys. So you get the Eiffel Tower, like NVIDIA, guys, and that's why I'm still stuck in my shitty trade, and I'm holding on for dear life. But honestly, look where the 20 MA is. I'm right in around $75 or $78. It might be around 80. I got I don't, hold on here. Oh, I got another computer, guys, that I have all my stuff on. I don't like to keep all my crap on one computer. So if something dies, at least I have backup. So yeah, so Nvidia 70, yeah, right around 80 bucks. I think 79 actually. But yeah, Nvidia, guys, when this thing comes back in, 65 bucks. That's the target, man. And this thing was low. This thing was like 45 bucks, 47 bucks, and it's slowly going up as this thing's holding up. And when it's said and done, remember, I was talking about this yesterday in the video. It kind of looks like an AMD. Same thing, pops up, comes in, pops up, comes in, pops up, and then earnings right to the floor. If I get anywhere close, I'll probably just take the loss and get the hell out of here and use my capital and some other money. Gosh, and here I should have posted something on my site. And that's why even if I'm in trades and I'm bleeding, and if I see a good setup, I'm posting it. Like this would have been the spot. Double top, 120. Oh my God, that would have been an epic trade. But I didn't post shit because I was sitting in my crappy Nvidia trade going, well, if I post this one and this and that. No, you know what? If I'm in a crappy trade, I'm going to post stuff here because it doesn't mean you guys aren't in this trade. And that would have been epic. Double top. Look at that. Right to it. Held it up. Dropped it. That was a great trade. So, all right, let's see. Hey, what's up, Brian? How's it going? Buster Stacks right on. It is a challenge for many to fight human nature. Those who chase and those who catch falling knives get killed, and gives us a lunch. Yeah, damn right they do. You know, there's always someone on the other side of the trade. And it's always easy hindsight, of course. Oh, I should have shorted that one. I should have shorted Shake Shack too. Should have shorted Twilio. Well, I did short Twilio. Fitbit, that was the other one. Oh my gosh, that was epic. GoPro, look at that one. You know, IPOs, they hyped the shit out of them. They went straight up and then boom, you know. Let's see here. Let's see. I got a lot of people in here today. Let me go back. All right, AMD lost so much momentum. Think it will be a range for yeah, it could be in a range, just chopping around. Then it really depends on the markets what they do. Yeah, Google finally giving up. I still this thing's a joke. It just keeps going and going and going. They got everybody in here. I mean, 4 days up. Oh my gosh, it keeps going. And they bought something, the hype, the CNBC. We'll see. I mean, it almost got to the 4 or 960 area. So I mean, it still could go to 1,000. I don't know, but right now we're back below 950, so that's looking pretty good to me. And let's see what this thing brings. I mean, the volume was okay after earnings. Today is a little bit lighter, but I still think this one fades. I don't by how much I don't know, but I'm still thinking at least in the next week or two, maybe 920. But ultimately, I think we'll be right back at the 900 area. And then maybe a bounce. We'll see. We'll see if we get to buy the dip. It's still everything's a market trade, guys. You got to trade these things with the market. Right now, they're just grinding up on 30 million shares on the SPY. It's just tough trades. Really, really tough trades. All right, let's see here. Chat. Oops, laugh out loud. What do you think about Nope? I have a friend in this one. Gosh, he's been holding on for dear life. He was in and around here, around, I think even higher. Yeah, I think even higher. Yeah, in here. So what do you think about this thing? I said, man, if you're in it from 6 or 5 and you made money, take some profits, let it come down and do it again. He never did it. So now he's underwater, and it's like, damn. But right now, not bad. Popping up. Remove all drawings. Let's see. So you're up above this pivot here. You got a gap fill right here and double top. This could be the area where it stops. Watch out for that. If it stalls there, then you're going to have to wait for a setup. But ultimately, if this thing giddy ups, you got a gap here and then a gap here. So there's your pretty big. I mean, you still have a gap fill down here, some other stuff. Let's look at the overall here. Yeah, 618 right there, and then you got gap fill. And so this is a big area right here. This is where it could stop, and it's starting to get elongated from the 20 MA. So if you're in this thing, from down in the $4 area, $5, tighten the stop. It could go higher, but you're in some big resistance right up in here. Just be careful with it. Tighten the stop. For me, I wouldn't short it. For me, I'd wait. Maybe they squeeze it up, but maybe it's going up on news. I don't know. Maybe earnings. Oh, I think they did have earnings, maybe. But yeah, just tighten the stop, let it go up, and see if it can get through this. If it gets through that, then you're looking at gap fills. And 750 retrace is 668. If it can't get through these, though, first, then it might have some problems. It might pull back. So watch out with that one. What is that? Goose? Is that one? I have no idea what new issue. Yeah, not enough on the charts for me. I mean, you're into this. Let's put a fib in there just to see. I need more more ammo. 618-750. Not a bad little pop-up. As long as it stays above this area, should be okay to go up. But this is the area right here that you possibly get a pullback, but it could overshoot to 1760. And of course, if you get the double top, if you're in this thing long, think about taking some profits. Still could go to 20, but yeah, this pattern isn't bad. It's a little W pattern, and it is holding, you know, making lower highs down in here too. So right now, nothing wrong. I mean, if you're in this thing, just protect it. You know, if you get some higher prices, but if it starts coming in, just tighten that stop and get the hell out and take some profits. Let it come back down. If you really like this company, let it come back down to maybe $15 area and do it again. But yeah, if you get profits, guys, please take the profits. Don't sit there on them and hope that the thing goes higher and higher and higher, and then you get burned. There's nothing worse than going, man, I had a great profit the other day, and then I freaking waited and went into earnings, and it killed me. So just well, you know, if you follow me. So going to vent a little bit. Recently lost 4K on French election. Round one and crazy AMZ, Microsoft. Yeah, taking a break from shorting NQF. Yeah, no, Tony, I hear you, man. That's why a lot of these positions, I got half positions going in earnings, quarter positions. I know I'm going to have to add more. It's just my strategy, guys. I've been doing it for years, and it's been working for me. It's hard to not go all in on a stock or load up the house and stuff like that. I was that trader, guys. Margin, everything. I was doing that crap when they were giving you 4-to-1 margin. You just pile it in. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying here. Yeah, it's tough. These are short. And then with the market's 30 million shares on the SPY, that's all we do is float up. It's ridiculous. And then that gives these guys the opportunity. They need higher prices for options. They make everything go up. If they need lower prices for options, they'll make it go down. These guys don't want to pay premiums out when you go to sell your options. They want everything to be worthless. So, you know, it's just tough right now, but I'm a bear and I'm going to stick to it, and we'll see. Just like in 2015 when we had that flash crash, I did the same thing. Not that we're going to get a flash crash, but we got paid those 4 days. And then that 1,000-point day, we covered everything. Not that we're going to get that, but you know, that's what I'm kind of looking for. But again, all high flyers, they take a little time. They'll be starting to come back in. Get a percentage of it back on Tuesday, but markets been quiet. Yeah, markets are terrible, Tony. Terrible. So just be careful with that stuff. Amy, consider option trade on AMD puts or calls, depending on if you're bearish or bullish, or sell puts at a price you want and get paid your own if you want. I do spread credits. Okay. Yeah, it's tough to say. I'll write calls and write puts too on certain positions and stuff, but yeah, you could do that too. I'm new to options, just getting added to the account, trying to learn this now. Yeah, be careful with the options because you could get your butt kicked too. Make sure, Amy, you go small positions, $1,000 position, 2 at the most with your account size. Crappy trading day since I'm exclusively trading with indexes. Yeah, it's tough day. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're shaking out the ES mini guys up and down, just like yesterday. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Hard to trade. But right now we have a little bit of an inside bar, bearish pattern on the SPY. Let's see if it can't get above the all-time, not the all-time high, but the high of the day, which is right around 239.31. So watch out for that. I prefer spread credit, sell puts, and buy lower strike put. Then at same time, sell call and buy higher strike call. Choose 4 or more deviations apart from reduced risk. And yeah, that's something you'd have to explain to her. Yeah, it just goes and goes and goes. Yeah, iRobot. Yeah, that's just going. That's another one. It's just like, jeez, they're just roasting people. They're just squeezing. But yeah, it's, you know what? Whatever. That's okay. You're even stretched on the daily chart. So let it keep going. Whatever. We shorted this one before. I think it was right in here. Yeah, right in here on this pot. When it came back, retraced up. So we got that trade there in iRobot. It's going right up in our face again. So, Well, there goes the SPY at the all-time at the high of the day again. Can't help themselves, guys. Get it above the MAs and keep it going and tell everyone it's great again. Gosh, just never stops, guys. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm having fun shorting Google. Yeah, Google, yeah, finally pulled back, which is amazing. So apparently, God, there goes the SPY. Do we have news or something, guys? Holy crap. Yeah, Google's coming back okay, but doesn't mean it can't go sideways here for the next week and pop up higher. Maybe goes to 1,000. Who knows? Let's go to the SPY real quick here. Unbelievable, guys. This is nuts. But again, 31 million. There you go. There's your pop. So someone came in and popped it up. Maybe some news. Are they voting on the healthcare bill or something again? It's all news driven, guys. It drives me nuts. And then the USO got a bid out of the blue. It's like, save the USO. They're all getting worried. We did close above the high of the day, though, guys. Let's see if we can get above here and close and continue up. It's almost the hour of power, so let's see if we get that. Let's see. Seems to be a top of some sort at about 9. Yeah, maybe 952, the big even number. So we'll see if it could get above 950 and keep going. Google, who knows? Yeah, it's part of the FANG. The FANG, guys, hurry up, get the FANG. Remember when they're going to take Netflix out of the FANG and replace it with NVIDIA? And then Netflix took off. It was like, we're good. Netflix is good again. Remember when Netflix was a turd? It was like $80. Oh, my gosh, you don't want to buy Netflix. And then goes straight up. And now they're telling you to buy it. You know, they didn't tell you to buy it at 80. It was a turd. Now they're telling you at 150, oh, you got to get into Netflix. They're the best thing ever. Just like Amazon, when Amazon's going to take over the world, and all the retailers just rallied for 6-7 months in 16. And now Amazon's back to taking over the world again. It's like, oh my gosh. Just like oil. We're long oil, and we're thinking the rally's coming in, and then they freaking shook everybody out. So anyone else shorting any of the FANG gang? Oh, yeah. Excuse me, guys. Hold on. Yeah, you got to short the FANG. I'm dying over here, guys. I'm dying over here. But yeah, if you're not short the FANG stocks, you could give it a stab. Just remember, puts are tough. They can hold this thing up for another month or so. But if our cycle work comes out, these markets could come down. Excuse me a second, guys. I'm dying. Nothing like choking on your saliva, right? All right, let's try to make this happen. Yeah, so we're short the FANG stocks right now. I've covered call writing and equity options. Yep. Hey, Mark, I have a first cousin with the same name. There you go. High profit. Good evening, guys. What's going on? There's a lot of McCabe's in the Boston area. Amy, yes, covered calls. I do. Time to get interested in the GDXJ. I'm still waiting for. Yeah, the GDXJ. I mean, you could do it. GDXJ. Oops. Why did it go in there? GDXJ. I'll get this one straight. Yeah, gosh, you know, I would have liked this area down here. I like that fact that you bounced, but there's really, well, let's go to the weekly. Was there anything down on the weekly? Let's see. No, nothing really on the weekly. But you had, nice sell-off there. Let's look at the daily again. Not bad, but that doesn't mean this thing can't go sideways and then set up for the next leg down. I still like it down in this area around 27, but you could probably start getting interested in this a little tiny bit, small positions, just baby steps. And if it goes down, just add here at gap fill and add here at double bottom. Make sure you have enough there. And if it cracks through that, you're going to have to stop out or withstand some pain, because I still think gold will be moving up eventually, but just not right now. Everyone bought it up here, guys, chasing it, and they just slammed them. That's what they, just like here too. Look, they make it go up, they go up, and then everyone here is watching here. They're like, oh shit, it's at 37. Oh man, oh, this is at 42. Oh my gosh, I gotta get in. And then they slam them. Starts to go up. See out like AMD. They hold it, make you think about it. Oh, I'm just gonna go. Oh man, here it goes. I'm getting in, and then you get in right here. They slammed in. And most people go all in. They can't take that. They're getting out here. So a lot of people were selling here. A lot of people were selling here yesterday. Then look at the volume on this. No volume. So everyone's kind of like, whoa, what do we do? What do we do? They shook everybody out, guys. So not bad. Bottom line, though, with this pivot here, you got to get above this pivot. You got to get above this trend line, guys. So if you want to go long, number one goal, above the gap fill, above the trend line, then maybe back up, fill some gap, stuff like that. But this thing still could go lower, so be careful with the GDXJ. Let's see here. Like the J, yeah, oversold bounce. Yeah, you're getting a little bit of a bounce today, but it doesn't mean it can't come right back in. Again, if you want to take, if you got the $30 even number there too, just keep an eye on it. Don't load the boat, guys, please. Yes, profit. And New York. I'm lucky I'm off shorting Apple. Now Facebook. Okay, there you go. Anyone like this idea? OHO long as a bounce in energy. Not yet with the energy. I think the energy has a little more to go here, guys. I mean, you're getting the bounce today. Let's see here. Well, I guess you're recovering back over this trend line. You almost went to double bottom. Yeah, not bad. That's not a bad area. Just remember, there's still a gap fill down here. Down in this area, you got the pivot down here. So, you got to watch your, then ultimately you still got this area down in here. So, these could be short-lived bounce, guys. These markets, these could be 1-2 day. I mean, if you're in this one, hey, protect it. It could go up maybe 28, 29. But for me, I can't short it. You're all the way down here. Long, you could get a, little short-term bounce here, but if it just clicks over and comes right back in, you're going to have lower prices to come. So be careful with that one, Mark. Great short idea. Wait for a big fat red candle on the daily. SPY market trade. We'll start. Yeah, exactly. Facebook. I mean, you could get interested here. Well, actually, it's coming back a little bit. Even at 150 was a good trade, even number. They popped it a little bit above, and then it came right back in. These patterns here, guys. Again, Facebook is stretched. You're up, down. Now you're sideways. Let's see if we can fill the gap. If it retraces back up, then you want to short it. I have no problem shorting this thing up here either. Monthly chart. Monthly charts up in the Never Land. 20 MAs around 120. You can easily get a $20 drop on this stock. You're outside of this channel. It is trying to break out, but we got to see on the monthly. Let's see if it stays up there. So SPY's trying to break out. It's pulling back a little tiny bit. Let's see if it keeps grinding up here. Volume still sucks. 32 million on the day. It's terrible. I'm hoping for GDX to grind up. However, that's because I need it to do because my spread strike goes broken through. Yeah, it might start. It's a pretty good shot for this thing to grind up. So to get interested in the GLD, maybe, but the GDX or the JNUG, yeah, this would be the time to just, again, slow and steady, guys. Facebook have an iron condor option play that works out nicely so far. Great. Good trade, man. Good trade. How about Twitter? TWTR. It's all on news. I don't trade Twitter because it's all on news. TWTR. Yeah, I mean, it's going up. Monthly chart, you're in the 200 MA. It needs to close above that. Let's look at the daily. Let's see what's going on there. But right now, I don't know what was going on. Again, it's the same crap. Goes up right in the double top. Look, it filled the gap right here. They need more news to continue higher. That's pretty much it. Kind of like Tesla, kind of like a lot of these stocks. Just give it more news and let it go up. I mean, this stock went up on this. This was when it was going up on news, and they dropped it. I guess it could go up to $20. Then you have some areas up here, 24. Oh, that was when they got all the news. They're going to be bought out and all this other stuff and blah, and then straight down. I mean, this would have been the time to take a stab at Twitter down in here, $15, $14 area. Now to chase it up, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it could go straight up, but for me, I wouldn't get interested. I wouldn't. It's all news driven. You're just hoping on news on this one. From gap fill, double top. If you're in it long from down in this area, just tighten that stop. You are above the MA, strong stance, bullish. Now you're waiting for pattern for the next move up. For me, nothing to do. It's already made its move. I mean, from 14 to almost 19. Gosh, that's a great trade. Take the money and run. Just for fun, for a change, penny stock. All right, let's look at it. I don't look at penny stocks, guy. I don't even know if I get them. Let's see, DCTH. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, yeah, I do. Wow, 1 cent. All right, everybody, buy this stock. Let's see if we can move it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one. Maybe it looks like they're getting a little bit of action today, but not for me. But honestly, though, it's not bad. I mean, it's at the point. Play this like an option. If you want to play this one, $1,000, whatever, 10,000 shares with it, perfect. It goes to zero, you lose $1,000. But yeah, I mean, if this one gets, I mean, I like this setup though. I have a buddy that plays penny stocks. This is great. The bottom line, you got to get above the MAs. If you can get above the MAs, this thing will take off. I mean, you'll probably get the 50 cents, that little pivot right here. But yeah, I like this because it's been quiet. It looks like some people were doing something right here. This they were probably selling, but this one here looks like someone's starting to do something here. So this could get a pop. So not, like I said, play it like an option, like it's going to zero. Sharing because I just got an email for, oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, but no, I don't mind it. Yeah, someone did something here. I don't know if they had earnings or something, but someone's possibly betting on possible pop. Again, I don't play these. If you're going to play them like an option, like it's going to zero. Oh, never sent you nasty emails? Yeah. No, I've been getting them lately. I guess I had some, I don't know his name. He's new on StockTwits, or she, I think, I don't know. But I guess I could see the feed on there helping him out, but then I could see some guys that I just blocked. And I guess he was saying, or she was saying, they're just talking a bunch of crap about me. But we'll, whatever. It's like, whatever. They honestly, they probably do a stock site or something like me. And they don't like the fact that I, getting followers, people are coming here and this and that. It's like, guys, if we can all stick together, I'll make fun of people, I'll rip on people, this and that. But it's like, if you could find a couple good traders and we can all stick together and find good trades, what is there a problem with? Like AMD. When I shorted that one back whatever date it was, all the bulls came out and just hammered me. And then when the thing pulled back 4 days in a row, they all blocked me and didn't talk crap. But my thoughts are, hey guys, I shorted from $15 area, pulled back to $2.50. That would have been a great area for you guys to sell, take profits, and buy $2.50 cheaper. And I was telling everyone from that point on, if this stock doesn't start going, it could go to $10. $10. And then it went to 10. Like if I was short and it went to 17, they'd all be going, hey, StockBookie, you're getting your ass kicked. Then it goes down like we said, and it's like, guys, for the guy who was in at 7 and didn't sell at 15, that was an epic trade over 100%. Why didn't you take your profit? And then, well, I'm in at 7, I'm still good. Yeah, but you're at 10 now, so $3, you're still good. Take a profit. Now that's what I'm all about. It's tough to do it at first, but when you start taking a profit, then a loss. Well, you had one loss to cover that winner, and now you have 2 winners. So it's all just a number of games, guys. If you take 300 trades a year for swing trades and stuff, and you have 75 losers, you still have 225 winners that make up for those losers. And as long as they're all the same amount of losses and the same amount of wins, they just kind of counterbalance each other. At the end of the day, though, you make money. So just be careful. Don't ever go all in. Small size positions, Amy, especially with the options, those are no fun when you're getting your butt kicked. Let's see here. Yeah, they still give you 4-to-1 margin, but you can't hold overnight, Jeff. I think it's only 2-to-1 margin, but I'm not sure. It's been a while. Pretty sure. Hold on. Groupon. Haven't looked at that one. PN. I started coming in a little bit, and they're like, nope, sorry, 32 million on a day, never going down. Groupon, yeah, I know what you're looking at. Beat down, it's down here now. Oh my gosh, it's getting interested. It's so cheap. But man, this thing was a $2 stock. It could still go to 2. If it doesn't hold this area here around 3, it can easily go down this way. And after the earnings, probably, or whatever they had, this thing's setting up. It has a little bottoming tail, kind of like that. If you want to get interested, remember, play it like an option. If it goes to 0, you lose what you put in it. That's fine. But if you get a nice pop up to, this thing could pop to 10 for all I know on a buyout or something, and boom, you get out. So for me, nothing to do. You are below that trend line there, and little bottoming tail here though. It did hold this. It did hold the support down in here. So if you wanted to go long, if you start getting below the 330 area, you got to stop out. If you're long, starts getting here, you need to get above the 20, the 50, and then maybe back to here around 480 or so. $5. You still have a gap fill up in here around 526, so you can play it like that. Great resistance right here though at 480, so be careful. If it does happen to start ripping and getting above there, this is part where you want to take something off the table, protect it. If it does get back up in the 538 or so, that's where you want to pretty much take it all off. if they have a buyout room or something, it could definitely go higher. You know, 593 is a good area too. So just be careful with this one. If you're long, just tighten the stop. You do have a bottoming tail here on the daily. It's not a true bottoming tail because it's not at the bottom, but I like the fact that a tail like that tells me that some people were getting interested down here, and whoever was selling, the buyers came in and pushed it up, but that's a slight bottoming tail on the daily chart. It closes, you could play it. If it closes below this area here, then wait for $3 or lower. So that's pretty much your stop out if you want to try to give this one long. All right. I think Facebook goes down next week. I think everything's going down next week, but what I think and what the markets do, as long as we have light volume, they're going to stay buoyant, guys. Excuse me. If we get some heavier volume, then these markets could possibly go lower. So let's see here. Facebook, you think about F. Yeah, I mean, right now, F, not bad. You're holding this level here, the 1102. It is forming a bearish flag, though, here, too. So be careful with that. But it is holding these lows. I don't know where that pivot came from. There you go. It's holding that pivot, but doesn't mean it can't come down to the $10 area. You know, right now on the daily, this thing's setting up for lower prices. For higher prices, you got to get back above the 20 MA, fill the gap, and then possibly get back to 1171 and then start chiseling away. Maybe you come back right to this slanted trend line there. Let's go to the weekly chart. It is good, you know, it's trying, guys. Yeah, there's your double bottom. Here's your big trend line, though. So yeah, you could possibly go right back up to here. So if you're in this thing long, just protect it. If you get below 11, it starts going, then most likely you're going down to 1045 or so, which isn't bad. Just make sure, again, don't load the boat. Make sure you have enough in there where you can possibly add more if you like forward long here or more long-term trader. But right now, this could be a short-term bounce, gets up into this area, and then for the next wave down. Bottom line, if you're long, it needs to get above this big trend line. Gets above there, you could probably break out to maybe 1460 or so. But we'll have to keep an eye on this, see what happens once it hits this big resistance area up here. So be careful with that one. Yeah, IBM, yeah, I saw that. I posted something last night. God, there goes the SPY again. Yeah, I don't, you know, it's not getting killed too much. In the morning it did. You got a lot of dumpers just getting the heck out. Right now, though, you know, it came in, filled this gap, and look at that. Gap and crap, just right back down, guys. Just taking everybody out, basically. So you got to be careful with this one. I'm thinking still down to the 150 area down in here, and then down into 142, you know, double bottom in these pivots if this keeps going. The markets sell, then definitely you might even get to 116 on this one. So I wouldn't do anything with this one yet. Maybe start getting interested in 144 area. Yeah, let me just see a bigger retrace. Here, let me do this. Clear it up a little bit here. So you got this here, which is the fib. So it's trying to hold that area. You got a nice little gap fill around here. So you probably have a good bounce around the 150 if it makes it there straight shot. But you got some pretty good selling. It's oversold a little bit. Doesn't rule out it can't go to the 618 down here and then really get stretched. Right now, this is going to have to be a market trade. The markets continue higher, then this one could possibly catch a bid and go up. I'd still wait for at least this low pivot here, maybe the Pierce of 150 to go long. If you're short, just keep riding this thing down. You have a real good trade on your hands right now. So keep that one going, guys. And, you know, just tighten the stops if you're short. If you're long now, you know, again, tighten your stop and make sure you don't have that huge position in there and you're getting roasted right now on that news. It still could be a little more pain coming back into the 150 area, so just be aware of that. And, you know, with Buffett selling, that's not helping the matter at all. So just be real careful with this trade. If you're long, if you're short, just trail it down and let's see if we get lower prices on this one. You know, anything, you know, and then he could come out and say something, or another guy could come out and say something. Yeah, they got something going on Monday. Yeah, with that. Melee, M-E-L-I. See what this one's doing. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. Woo, might be shorting this one today, huh? Let's look at the monthly on this one. I don't know what these guys do. Was it a buyout or anything, guys? Does anybody know about this one? Wow, look at that. God, I like this. I like the setup, guys. Wow, with the they had to have earnings or something like that. Anybody knows, Ken, what's going on with this one? Buyout earnings. Anybody know with MELI? If it's earnings, I want to put a short on this one. Let me know with this one, MELI. If anyone knows if they had earnings, let me go to StockTwits real quick. MELI. Oh my gosh, I like this one. Short play, 260. Someone was saying, did they have earnings? CO says Mexico Brazil retail up. I don't know what this thing is, but wow, I love the setup here, guys. Does anyone know? Did some had earnings? All right. If anyone wants to short this one, short it. I'm going to post something on my on the StockBookie site. Prices at. I love this one. Wow. Remember, do not go all in. Small position, do a half position. But I like this pop up on here. I wouldn't doubt this thing. If the markets come in, this thing's going to fall like a brick. All right, short entry on this one is 270.37. So 270.37, guys, on this one here. Hold on. 270.37. I'm going to send out a trade alert, guys. This is my life, guys. So hopefully, give me a second here. Oh, gosh. All right. If you're not a member, become a member. You get a trade alert. So I'm going to go in here, punch in here. I'm trying to keep up with the trade alerts, guys, and stuff. I'm not. It's only me. I'm trying to trade. So if I miss one, just keep your eyes in. If something's tanking and we're short, cover it, guys. Don't wait for me to send out an alert. All right, short swing MELI at 270.37, I believe it was. 270.37. Let me check that. All right, hold on here, guys. All right. Sorry for the delay. Hopefully, eventually I can get someone to do this stuff for me. Yeah, wishful thinking, I guess. All right, so that's it. Oh, it's going up now, so even better. All right, send it. So now if you waited, you got it at 271.90. So apparently some guys are shorting this thing right now. So that tells me the market makers are like, okay, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Or they're covering down here on this bar here. Because look, if they short it up here, you get the couple dollar pullback, 270 even number, you're getting the bounce here. I'm looking at the monthly chart play. Look at that stretch job. You're over $100 from the 20 MA. That's screaming short, short, short. At least to me. Most people think I'm crazy. All right, let's go back. All right, so that had earnings. All right, let's see here. Let's go back. I got a lot of people. Let's see here. All right, wing. So yeah, that's that one. We just added a short position on that. Let's go wing. What is that? Wing stop maybe? Yeah, you're back in the double top here. Looks like they had earnings too. Let's see. It is double top. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad chart. Let's see if we can get a little higher price. Let's see. I think there's another double top up in here. That's not a bad area. Yeah, there you go. There's your area right in here. You want to wait for maybe 36 bucks, see if it could go up with the, with the news. Looks like they had some earnings too. Again, slow and steady. If you want to take it here, you can. It already pulled back slightly off that level, but let's see if we could go up on this one. This is a good double top here, triple top actually. Little extended. I do like that play there. Let's look at the monthly real quick just to see. Yeah, monthly is still not a lot on the charts. Yeah, I'd still like it in the double top. If this thing went in the double top, no problem. Right now, though, it is holding this resistance here. So if you're long on this one, just tighten the stops. If you want to go short, let's see if we could get up into the 35 area, 36 area. Let's see. Keep an eye on this one, guys. All right, Janice, I've been holding an iron condor. Yeah, he's explaining an iron condor as a profit trader. So if he's got, I don't know, just read that one. If that's all, I don't know options very well. Like I said, I write calls and write puts, and I'll buy puts and buy calls. The iron condors and all. I would love to learn that stuff. Profit trader, send me an email. Unless you already did, I don't know who you are or what your name is, but send me an email with your name and let's talk this stuff. I'll add you to my private chat. with some other traders and we could talk about this iron condor. So I would love to teach people this, or maybe you can be on here teaching people if you're interested. Send me an email, stockbookie@gmail.com. Let me know. Tell me you're a profit trader. Caber, I think, or Saber. I don't know if that's a silent C or what have you. I suck at reading, guys, so bear with me. But yeah, just let me know if you're interested in talking to me. There's still 4-to-1. Yeah, still 4-to-1 margin, but if you hold overnight, I believe it's 2-to-1 margin. Not a thing of the past. Yeah, no, I hear you. Any fast ideas this evening with options? No, with the hour left, nothing. I'm not really doing anything. Usually in the morning I'll do some trades, but right now I'm pretty much relaxing, just letting stuff play out. Getting my butt kicked on that EXAS. I'm going to hold that one though. That one is a high flyer. Nothing really going on right now, unless anyone sees double top or anything like that. Amazon short 1 hour. Let's see. An hour after the end. Are you looking at the 60-minute? Yeah, I mean that's a inside bar bearish pattern. That's pretty good. I mean, if you want to give Amazon a stab, I mean, you're going to have to hold it, but it's not a bad pattern. For me, I wouldn't do it here, but it could pop up next week with the earnings or with the France news and stuff like that. But not a bad pattern on that one. And this one's slow. This is another one that's been slowly just coming in. So you got to keep an eye on that one too. So. Let's see here. What else is going on? All right, yeah, this is a bullish pattern, guys. We are below this area though on Amazon, that big trend line. So you got to keep an eye on that. But this up move sideways, this is bullish. If this area down in here around 925 cracks, this is most likely going to 914, and then so on and so forth. So keep an eye on this one. Yeah, this is a bullish pattern. But now this is starting to become a little bit bearish. So again, still above the MAs, not bad. For me, nothing to do at the end of the day. Google's coming in a little bit more, which, oh my gosh, it's Google. It's coming down. CMG monthly chart, bullish on CMG. CMG, yeah, it is bullish. You have a little bit of a tail here. It's holding this area in this trend line. Still a little bit bullish, but after this move from the 395 to 500 almost, gosh, it needs a break. It needs to come back in. But right now, not a problem. It's still choppy, sloppy, bullish pattern, hanging on to the 20 and the trend line. If the trend line cracks, you're most likely getting lower prices. If the trend line holds, then you're looking to come right back in. You've got to crack through the $500 area, period, for this one to keep going. So keep an eye on that. But again, you still have the down sideways pattern here. Let's see what this thing gives us. So you have some tails down in here. So someone's trying to hold this up, possibly weekly options. Who knows? Maybe 475 is a magic number, guys. I don't know. But for me, we're short CMG. We're a little bit out of the money on this one, but we're holding tight after a move like that. But again, this one, guys, we've shorted this one and went long and shorted, went long. We've done it so many times. Whatever. I'm a little bit out of the money here, and that's that big trend line that goes back here. Still going in the price, but you still have to respect this area here. I mean, we shorted here, went down, shorted here, went down, shorted here, went down. And we're doing it again. You have a big breakdown area here. You got this pivot. It's trying to get above that 481 area and hold, and it's just having some problems. So I'm keeping my eye on this one real close. Today we caught a bid, so apparently maybe 475 is the number. Look at that, out of the blue, guys. Light volume on the SPY. This is the shit they do. All of a sudden, volume comes in, maybe a rumor or something. It's like, geez, there it goes again. With Apple, I saw 7,000 volume when I bought Apple. 165 calls. Now it is 101. Okay, I'm not sure what you're saying there. In the calls, so people are buying calls possibly in that 165 calls. Seriously, wow. Then the volume dropped to 100. So maybe someone's coming in, unless they're writing. They might be writing calls, possibly going up. You'd have to look at that. They might not be buying them. They might be writing them. Trading Facebook at the end of the day, if it drops 149,000 profit, risky. Hey, rock and roll, man. Is it dropping right now? I have no problem with people taking trades. You just got to know your risk. Most people like me 10 years ago, I'd go all in. All right, so it's pulling back a little bit. Yeah, I mean, if you could break this bottom here, intraday right here, if it could go get below that 150 area, that's what it's holding on to right now. If it could crack through that 150, then you're probably going to have lower prices and then just get the heck out. Definitely. Yeah, that would be a good weekend. Unfortunately, we have haters. That's why it makes the markets. Yeah, we don't need this as trader to be civil. Yeah. Yeah, I guess yeah, whatever. You know what? Whatever. You can hold overnight, but I will put you in the margin, call, and you will have either replenish the amount. Okay, is that what's happening right now? It's years ago. These guys were so you go 4-to-1 margin, hold overnight, hold for a week, and then you get the message, hey, dum dum, you got to get out of that thing and sell some. Now it's like, what I hear at least when people are sending me emails, I got a margin call. What do I do? I don't understand this. I went into this stock and this and that, and it's like, wow. I'm like, okay, you didn't go all in, did you? Well, yeah, sort of. And it's like, damn. All right, well, that's telling you, call your broker. They'll explain it to you, and you're going to have to sell something if it doesn't go up or down, whichever way you're in. All right, if you're round trip and margin call, you get a penalty and can't trade for 3 months. Wow, I didn't know that. Really, 3 months? Damn. Okay, times have changed. Yeah, when I was on doing stupid shit 10 years ago, I just get the message saying, hey, you got to sell. And then 3 days later, they're like, no, you really got to sell. And I was like, okay, what do I do? Explain this to me. UPS, yeah, this is bearish. This is setting up in a bearish pattern. You have a bearish pattern here, but ultimately you got to get below, the moving averages here. This thing's consolidating sideways. This thing's setting up for possible lower prices on UPS. Let's look at a monthly real quick. I just want to see what this thing's doing. Yeah, I mean, right at this would have been your area right here. Double top, and then you got this big trend line right here too. So for me, if you're long, tighten the stop. If you're short, tighten the stop too. But right now, let me put that in a little better. But right now, let it go. You got a little topping tail here on the monthly, and that tells me lower prices to come on UPS. If this one pops on earnings, if it didn't have earnings yet, I would short this one. So you could play it like that with the UPS. But if you're in the trade already and it's coming in, just hold on. Let it come in. I mean, it's slowly grinding down. I don't know if they have earnings coming up, so beware, with that. Beware of earnings on any play, guys. If you're half position, quarter position, if you're all in or on a 10% position, then you got to really watch it. So, but this one, you know what? Not that bad. I don't mind it here for the downside. But if it pops on earnings, I'd probably short it. If it gets above the all-time high, then you got to tighten the stop. So just beware. If you get into this one at 107, 108, 110, know that it could go to 120. So know that you got to have your stop out around 10 bucks. So if you take a half position and it's at 112, your stop out could be 22 bucks. You take a full position, your stop out's got to be right around the 121, 122. If you take a smaller position, you go a little bit wider. And if it goes up on you, then you can add that other half, get your cost average, and then hopefully it comes down. So that's how I would play that. But yeah, Phil, if you're long, just tighten it. I mean, earnings, it could go straight up. We have no position on this one. So again, if it pops, I'd be shorting up here around 120 or so. But this thing is setting up right now without earnings, setting up for possible lower prices. Great trade on Facebook so far. Haha. Oh yeah, I don't know. Let's go back to Facebook. Let's see if anything's happening. Is it coming in? Nope, not yet, not yet. Hello, everyone. I don't know what the heck is going on with these markets. Painful. I don't know what markets going to drop. Yeah, it's 36 million on the SPY, guys. That's the problem. There's no participation. What happens is if there's some stuff that goes down, they all run for the exit and the markets just tank. So when you have 36 million on the SPY, I mean, even on the daily chart, can you even see anything? It's almost like it's on vacation. Look at this. This is going to be pathetic. We have a half hour left. We might do 50 million today. Either they're waiting. I thought they were waiting on earnings, the big boys. I guess they're waiting for the elections, maybe the healthcare bill. Let's get to the point. It's like, what the heck is going on here with this stuff? So, what are you going to do? That you just got to take what the market gives us and put some trades on and keep it rolling. Yeah, 87%, but still 50 minutes to go. 87%, nice. Hey, man, take it. I mean, the markets could pull back, but yeah, immediately had earnings. Yeah, take the profits, man, on that Facebook. It's a South American eBay, I think. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Let's see here. Oops, Gosh, I got to go back. Hold on. Yes, that's correct. They operate like eBay in Argentina. Okay, price action on Melee is crazy. Looks like a good short. Yeah, it's so stretched on that chart. You got to take a stab at it. Just don't go all in. Take small positions. Get ready to go. Look at the monthly chart. Monthly chart's telling me, wow, you guys see how it came in, it was extended, and it came back in, and then whatever reason it took off for 5 months, getting a little bit out of control here. It will pull back. It's just a matter of time. Could go up a little bit more, so be careful. But is that the all-time? Yeah, that's the all-time high. That's oh gosh, I love charts like this, guys. You know, people are buying, and all of a sudden they pull the rug and it goes straight down. So just be careful. If you're long in this one, take some profits. That's all I'm saying. GoPro, please. We went over GoPro. Nothing to do with that one. Oh, no, we didn't go over. We did Twitter. GoPro. God, they're just people getting creamed. I mean, look at that. We're telling everyone up at 100, short this thing, short. And it's GoPro. It's going to 300. You don't know what you're talking about. It's like, well, I wish I would have. Oh, gosh. Hindsight's a bitch, guys. Hindsight's a bitch. All right, right now, I think they had some news or earnings popped up. We're still underneath MA, still in a crappy stance, guys. I still think this thing's going lower, but that's me. We couldn't get up above these pivots, filled the gap, and came right back in. Now we're just chopping in a bearish manner below the MAs. It needs to get above these MAs to continue going. And then the big area to test is the 955 and, of course, a $10 even number. If it can get past that, maybe on news, that's what's going to drive it. I still think this thing will set up to go down. So right now, for me, nothing to do. News, it will pop. I mean, news, I guess it could drop. They get a buyout rumor, maybe something like that. But I can't touch this one. No way. I know what you're trying to do is bottom feed on this one. Maybe down in here, we talked about it. But I think this was news where it popped up. If they get no more news, it's probably going to go right back down, fill the gap. Maybe back down at $7 again. But with this one, like the other ones, small position, play it like an option, knowing that it could go to zero. If you're taking a chance of some news popping up, then you got to be in a small position. Don't get your butt kicked. That's how you got to play these guys, just like an option. So, okay, we'll send you an email. Yeah, John. Yeah, man, I would love to talk to you guys. If you're real good at the iron con, I have another guy I've been talking to for a while. I would love to do these sessions with a couple different guys and girls. Hey, profit trader, take a look at this one, man. What can we do with the iron condor on this one? You know, and then boom, boom, boom. You tell them all the levels. Then we're looking at the charts. Maybe get another technical guy in here saying, you know what, John? No, this is telling me that it could pop up. I don't know. I'm looking at charts. This is what I was taught, you know, for years. And I'm just kind of throwing out trades, see what's out there, guys. If they go up, great. If they go down, great. I would believe me, guys. If I had all winners, I wouldn't be here talking to you. I'd be in the Caribbean somewhere. I'd be on my own island or something. So. But yeah, send me an email. And guys, if you're new to the room, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the site. I'm going to put it there again. Commercial time at StockBookie. Go there, sign up, register. You get all the emails. You get our positions, our live streamed emails. When we post a video, we send you another email. So if you don't like emails, I'm sorry. That's what we're doing here. So yeah, but this one I just don't like. I know, you know, like everyone else, I get emails. Hey, Bucky, what do you think about GoPro? But even on the weekly, look at this. This is setting up for lower prices. At 5, maybe get interested, but got a little tail here. Bottom line, you got to get above 10 and then maybe up. Maybe if they throw some news, it might go. So, all right, let's see here. SWIR just had earnings today. All right, SWIR. I don't know what they are. No, I mean, I like the double top. Not bad. Let's see. See what the weekly's doing. Yeah, do they fill the gap? No. But we got the gap window, came above. No, nothing for me to do on this one. I'm looking for more Amy, more charts like if this thing went up all the way to double top here, $50, that's what we're looking at the short. This one could still go higher, don't get me wrong, but yeah, keep this one on your watch list. It gets to $50 or so, this is the place to short it. Period. So let's see if we could get past double top here, $30.63. This will be your next area right in here, right around $38.90 to $40. And then this is the big area. If we get up into that area for sure, then it will be a nice stretch chart on the monthly. $50 will be the area to short. If you're long this one, you know, just trail that stop, let it run. You get into this area here, see how it reacts, see if it slows down. If it does, wait for pattern for possible higher prices. But right now, big area here too. Got to get above the $30.58 before this thing starts taking off. So watch for that. All right, let's go. Trader, please send me an email as well. Okay, there you go. Do you think Apple is hitting a double top? Let's take a look. Let's see. Well, yeah, you hit it off there. It was only a couple days right back into it. That's the daily chart. Yeah, we're back in the double top. I still think maybe 150 because that's just like the big magnet. Stocks just love to go to like big round numbers because what happens is there's a lot of shorts probably up here that want to cover. Market makers will take it there, get all those shorts to stop out. When you stop out on your short, you're actually buying the stock back, which makes the stock go higher. That's what a short squeeze is all about. So if they could get it to that number, it almost looks like they're trying. It could pop another couple bucks and then drop. So we are shorting this one already. We got a little bit more room to add. So if it does pop up, we'll short it some more. But if it drops, we're already in it, and hopefully it will start heading down, and we can finally get paid on this thing. Damn it, Apple. But yeah, no, I mean, it is double top. I see what you're seeing, but it's a weak double top. If you look at the, let's go to the daily or the intraday here. Intraday, let's see. Yeah, there was your double top right here. So it did get through there. Let's see where this thing closes today. We only have a half hour left. So what a boring day, guys. Unbelievable. And I'm still pissed that I shorted that EXAS. It got me. And, you know, I'm going to stick with it because double top. The volume, I like what I saw in the volume on the intraday, and that's one of the reasons I shorted it too. I'm going to stick with it maybe for a day or two. If I stop out, I stop out. So be it. I'm hoping for Apple to dip based on the resistance hitting on the head and double top and the low volume, maybe wishful. Yeah, you know, it's tough right now. If we continue this lower volume, we're gonna be in trouble. Well, you know, a lot of these are high flyers. So I shouldn't even say that. CSX. This thing grinding still. Wait a second. CSX. Oh, CSX. Yeah, just grinding up here, guys, at the $50 area. 10 minutes. Let's look at the daily. Did it go up to the highs? Yeah, just grinding. Just on earnings, grinding. If you're short, I mean, you could give this one a stab up here short. I don't mind it. It's just grinding up with the light volume. It's hard to fight. It's hard to kill the bull, guys. It really, really is. And when these things go up like this, they're just grinding, grinding, grinding. I mean, look at Apple. Apple just grinded, grinded, grinded. You know, let's go back to Apple real quick, and we'll come back to this. I mean, look at Apple's monthly or week or daily. Look at that. Just grind and no buy and tell. Oh, my God, Apple's the best thing ever. You have to do this. Holy cow. Just keep. And actually, it was a great trade. It just kept going. But now it's time where it's like 150, even number. You got to think about possibly doing something up here with this. Tighten those stops if you're long and, you know, start to add short, basically. But the CSX, we have a position. We're right in at 48.9 average price, 50.21. So we're still in this one, still holding tight. If you're not short this one, this is a pretty good area to short, get a better position than me. Monthly chart, that's what's telling me the story. It's just stretched. This time, it will come. I think Warren Buffett's in this one, so maybe he's buying more. But at this point, I got to short this thing. It's just a monthly high flyer. I still think if we come down, you know, easily 45, 44, if that cracks, we're coming right into the, you know, high 37.65 or so. You get maybe 10 bucks on this one. I'll be already gone. I'm looking for 5, maybe 6 at the most, and maybe hold quarter position, let it go. But once you start getting stretched, we talked about these charts. You got to start getting interested in some of this stuff. I agree, but man, they are killing us. Yeah, I've been telling you guys for months the put buyers are getting killed. And if you ever get a profit, you just got to take the money and run. And then remember the other thing too, guys. You got to just go small positions. Take $1,000 option. Take a $500 option. You know, if you have a $100,000 account, maybe $2,000 at the most. You want to do. You don't want to have 5 bad trades and lose 10 grand in no time. So you know that's what you really got to look at. Cup and handle pattern. I do not play those patterns, but we could take a look at that. I can't figure out what's the cup, what's the handle when it comes back up. I don't know. When people play those, I just don't. Which one? Daily chart, maybe. So this would coming down like this and then coming up. So that would be, or this one here. I don't know which way you're looking at, George. This tells me you're going up. You have a bullish pattern above the MAs. Patterns like this tend to fail at the highs, but we're going to see if it doesn't. Right now, that could be, I don't know. I can't figure cup and handle patterns out. But all I know is that you're up in here, you're in the resistance, you're up into the double top, it's chopping around above the MAs. Then if you go to the SPY too. Oh, where's the SPY? SPY, same, pretty much the same thing. A little bit back. You're back above the gap fill, going around. You went into this trend line. It's starting to pop up. We talked about the trend line. This consolidating into it, then that can help it pop up. We'll see. We'll see if this gets above double top, and then we'll take it from there. Until then, I got to see more on the charts. See if this thing pops up again. 38 million on the SPY with nothing left. It's like, geez, it's pretty bad. We should see Friday last 30-minute squeeze. Watch out. Maybe. I can't play it like that. I mean, honestly, we could. I don't know. We get maybe the shorts that were trying to do it. So Friday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. We had a little squeeze up and then it came back in. So maybe they do. But look at it. It's just bleeding up on no volume. Let's look at a 60-minute chart here. 60 minutes not too bad either. We're right back into the highs up into here. We're trying to get above this high and hold. Let's see if we could close above the 239.31 area. That's a pretty big area, guys. It's an inside bar. They're trying. We did close above. Let's see if we could close above this high. Today, I meant to say earlier that Apple had 7,000 volume of July 17 calls. 165 it dropped, and it still might get on that because the volume went back up. Okay, all right. Yeah, so someone would be writing those calls though on this move. They're hard to say. So yeah, I'm learning options too. I'm a share trader, guys. Like I said, I'll buy puts and calls, write calls and puts. But other than that, I don't iron condors, spreads. I was trying to do spreads, and right in these markets, it's just tough betting on. All right, I'm going to bet on the spread and that the SPY will close below 239 today, and then they just screw you. So that's what just I don't know. I just don't do that. I'd rather put on shares. Easier trade for me. I'm 46, guys. I want stress-free trades. Period. OMER. Inside bar, bearish pattern, day on that 60-minute, trying to make, grind up here. Let's see on the daily. 200,000 traded, so not a big traded stock. You are holding this pivot here, though. You're long this one. If it breaks this pivot and now the low pivot here, this one could actually bounce up here. Or you wait for pattern, sideways chop, maybe into this 20 MA. But see how it came to double top here, Amy? So it came back down, retrace, double top, and then boom, boom, boom. Came back down here. We caught this double, bottom. A little bit of, that's close to a gap fill there. That's where you had some support. Right now it's holding. If this support gives away, you're most likely going to chop down and maybe fill this gap down here, 1402. And then, if the markets start giving up, I don't know what this one is, but honestly, you can go down here. Bottom line, if you're long, you need to get above this area. If you're short, you need to see maybe a pattern, a little retrace, and then the next leg down. So right now, really nothing to do. Came back in, holding support. It could go up. It could go down. You're waiting for pattern on this one at this point. Oh, my God, what a shocker. Back to 306. Yeah, how about it? Buy that dip. I'm surprised AMD isn't moving. Apparently somebody needs lower prices on AMD, and they're holding that turd there. And apparently people weren't expecting Tesla to dip on the earnings, so they brought it right back up, guys, right back to where they needed it. So these guys don't have to pay out options. It's pretty incredible. Missed option opportunity on Tesla. Dang nabbit. Could have bought calls at 296 strike and made dinner. Yeah. Hindsight's a bitch. Profit trader, Friday need pull back Facebook a little bit when taking profits. Did Facebook come in? Or is it popping with the markets? Yeah, it's all right. It's not. It's trying. Google's coming in though, which I'm really surprised. Unbelievable, guys. Google coming in. So let's see here. Friday, not in Omar, but watching a friend is in it. Okay, yeah, it's okay. For me, nothing really to do. Man, there goes the SPY, guys, going up again. Mamma mia. Unbelievable. But 38 million, guys, what do you expect? There's really, nothing to say about that. I mean, honestly, what are you going to do? That's all you can really do. So price line's down a little bit. What other ones can we look at? The SCO. Yeah, that thing was a rocket ship. That thing came right back in. Let's see what else here. CMG. What other ones? Oh, we can look at the IBB. Haven't looked at that one. IBB, again, right back into 300. Boom, right back down, holding support. 50 MA, 20 MA. Let's see what happens here. This is another one. Short, long, short, long, short, long. This one was an okay head and shoulder, not the best, but then it popped up over here. Doesn't mean it can't come back in. But remember, guys, every time it gets up into the $300 area, this thing's been pulling back. Monthly chart still tells the story for me. Inside bar, bearish pattern. This one's setting up for a lot lower prices in the future. So monthly charts will take months to play out. So we'll see what happens. Sell in May and go away? Possibly. But keep an eye on this one and see what happens. What else here? Google L. Google L's coming in a little bit more. The IYT. The GLD's doing okay. And then the USO, guys, that's funny stuff. USO, look at that. Help me. Have to get it above that area and hold it. Let's see, where are we now? Yeah, so they got it above the 955. It looks like they're holding it there, so keep an eye on that one. Gosh, unbelievable. This is crazy, guys. Yeah, the IBB. Yeah, the IBB, hold on to that. AMD at 10. Yep, you got it. That $300 wall in IBB. Yeah, it is. It's very solid, Mark. Big time. I love it. I've been shorting that IBB every time it hits it. I'm shorting on that spot. This is one that just kept giving. I mean, how do you not? Look at that. Goes up right into this big trend line, short. And I should have been going long. Comes up into here again, short again. Comes up into this one again, and I'm thinking 300. Look at that. Even came almost to the Pierce. This one was a dip. So I'd have to look at my trades, but I don't know if we took the 10 bucks off or not here. But when it popped up, we added more here, dropped, took it off, pop, short again, boom, right to this trend line now. We did not go long, waited for up here, shorted again, because that's a big key trend line. That thing cracked, we would have went downtown, so I did not go long there. Then it held this area here, kind of chopping. We started adding shorts up in this area, and then here we are again. So we rinse and repeat that one many a times. That one's been great. So, all right, let's see what else. X, I had a lot of people ask me about that one. Just a beat down name, holding the gap fill, guys, holding the gap fill. So let's see if we continue sideways and possibly go lower. My opinion on these stocks, I think they're all going back to the November lows right before Trump got in. That's my thoughts on these markets. And look at this. This one's almost there. This one's coming in. They're slowly starting to come in. The indexes on 39 million on the day, those are going to be tough to pop down. So, but keep an eye on this stuff, guys. Keep an eye on those November lows. And again, I want to go long. The long trade's the easy trade. You just buy the dip and let it run. But we're gonna have to find a real good spot on the SPX and everything to possibly run these things up. Hack ETF thoughts? What is that one? Is it a triple ETF or anything? Hack. Well, look at that, double top and everything there. I don't know what does this one follow? Mark, what index does that follow as an ETF? Here, I could look actually. HACK. What is that one? Cybersecurity. Okay. Yeah, the chart's not bad. I mean, you're in the double tops here. The only thing that I'm noticing, though, I mean, this thing could keep going. You got above this trend line here. If they must have had earnings or something possibly. Bottom line, if you get above the high here, then you're probably 30 bucks, 31. Then you're starting looking at even numbers. Yeah, spot on with November. Yeah, Kim from New York, damn right. And that was just like, I love it. Right when they were, if Trump gets in, it's going to be a disaster, and then we rally, and everybody listen to that. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't. You got an area up here, and you got this here. So let's see. I mean, it did get above that trend line there. That's big. Now it's got to get above this stuff. If it gets above that, this thing can start breaking out. If it can't get above these areas, above this high, then it might turn around, come right back in. So if you're long in this one, just tighten the stop. Make sure you get above these areas. But you got a trend line breakout. It's pretty nice. You got to see confirmation, and this thing could possibly move up. So be careful with that one. And it's an ETF too, so if this thing does nothing, it could fade. So there's no earnings on this one. It's just whatever. Maybe they had an earnings play on this one. That's what's driving this thing up. But just be careful with it. Could come right back in, guys. Let's look at the monthly just real quick on this one. Yeah, that's a big area there. And then, of course, here and here. So and what a hell of a run. I mean, if you're in from 19 to 29, 30 bucks, Take some off the table, please. All right, let's see here. Halliburton, I think that's HAL. HAL, look at that monthly chart. We caught a little bit of a bid on the 20 MA, and that's what it's pretty much holding support. Let's clear this thing out a little bit. Got a little crazy here. Let's look at the retrace from the bottom. This is the monthly chart, so I just want to see what's going on with the monthly play. So yeah, so you had the 20 MA. Don't have a fib really down in here. Let's go to the daily. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I got a little bottoming tail, guys, here. So this one could run a little bit more, guys. So if you're long in this one, tighten the stop, ride it out. If you get below this little pivot here, then you're most likely going to have to sell. Yeah, you got a gap down here, and then ultimately you got 40 bucks down in this area. So if you're in the straight long from down in here, hold tight, trail that stop. It could start going up more. For me, if it comes up into the $50 area, we're probably looking at possibly shorting this thing. But right now, great trade. Great little bottoming tail, had some volume too, so ride this one up. Remember, if the markets are weak, this one will turn around, come right back down. So if you, yeah, right now, Hal would have been down here. Right now, you're kind of chasing it, and it's not terrible. But, you know, if you want to try it long, for me, I would have waited for a retrace and then buy because you want to get it as close as you can to this bottom tail. So if it does come back down, you just stop out and let it go to 40 and do it again. It could go up. That's up to you. If you do, just take a small enough position just in case if it comes back down. You can add a little bit more. If it gets below the tail at 43.74, you just got to get the hell out and call it the day and say, hey, I gave it a shot. That's it. But yeah, right now you're, you know, 44 to 50. You know, that's a pretty good trade right there. You're up 2% on the day already. Doesn't mean it can't rule out that it will go higher. Just be careful if you want to get into that one right now. SMG. SMG, I don't know what this one is. Let me take a quick look here. SMG. That's been Miracle Grow. So it's, Miracle Grow? All right. Well, apparently they're not working on the marijuana business, right? Right now we're holding support at the 200 MA, kind of like AMD, guys. Now we're waiting for pattern. If this goes sideways, this is setting up for lower prices. This would have been a time. See how this was, though? This almost looks like the SPY, guys. Chop, 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 and all of a sudden lights out. When patterns like this fail at the highs, you get a massive move down. This was a great bullish pattern over the MAs, and everyone's like, oh, man, this is a bullish pattern. This thing's about to rip. And then all of a sudden you get below it, and it's like, wow, what's going on here? And not to say that this won't go lower, but let's just see. Gosh, you got a gap down here. You got a double bottom down here. Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out goes lower. Let's say we're at the 200. That needs to hold. If that does not hold, there goes the SPY, guys. I can't even watch this anymore. You have great support. You have the 50 MA on the weekly, too, at 85.75. So right now you're holding this double bottom. Got to wait for pattern. It was a nice retrace back up. You're falling from the high. Big red bar. That tells me possible lower prices to come in the weeks to come. So be careful with this one. But it is holding support. Doesn't rule out it can't bounce. Markets go down next week or the week after. Everything's a market trade. Markets go down. This will go lower. Markets stay buoyant. This has a good chance of this possibly going up. So you could trade for confidence at the moment. Yeah. Well, short, if you can short McDonald's. Well, McDonald's could be going to 150. Short the high flyers. Short the Netflixes. Remember, take small positions up. For you, do the $10,000 positions across the board. Do like 4 or 5 of them. You make 500 to 1,000, get the hell out. And if it goes up on you, you're not going to be in huge pain either. So or even take $5,000 positions and try to make a couple hundred. You do 20 of those every month, you do okay. You know, they missed earnings. Okay, yeah, that's why they're down. But they're holding support. Look at that. Right in the support here. You got that. You got the 200 MA on the daily holding support. So right now it's holding. This is where they're sucking. Oh, well, it's not going down anymore. Man, I'm going long here. This is, it was at 97. Now it's at 87. Oh, my God, that's cheap. And then all of a sudden it goes here and then it goes down. Just don't get caught up in this crap. I was that guy. Oh, my God. I mean, it was at 98. Now it's at 87. Shit, you got to buy this thing. Oh, my gosh, load up. Margin and everything. Not sure if you can short yet? Okay. Yeah, call your broker and let them know. Say, hey, what can we do here? Maybe wait until the 9s for AMD. Yeah, exactly. On AMD, 9s, 8s, I still think it can go lower, but I'm not shorting it down there because the move already happened. So But yeah, just be careful with the AMD. I'm telling you, it's tough. It's really, really tough. So, if you want to do the options, yeah, you can stick with the options and stuff like that. Those are tough too. Just go small positions, Amy. You don't want to eat away at your count and just keep getting, screwed basically. Let's see how Facebook's working for him. Yeah, it's trying to hold. Google got a bid out of the blue. So Google must need 950 to be above that to not pay options, I guess, or however that works. Crazy stuff here, guys. Crazy stuff. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this session here today. I got a couple things. I got to leave early. I'm helping my kids with a couple things with their school. We're having the ice cream social tonight, guys. So I got to go up there and help them. I got to eat lunch and all that good stuff. But next week, we're going to do some more live sessions. So remember, go to StockBookie.com, become a member. You'll get the email alert before we go live. You get the email alert when we do videos, trade ideas, all that stuff. All our swing trade posts are on here. Everything's under there. So go there, sign up today. It's free. And hopefully we get some more members. And eventually I want to do a GoToMeeting chat room so everyone can talk. We can screen share. We can show iron condors, do some educational stuff and all that good stuff. All right, guys, that's it for me today. Sorry to cut you short. Thanks, guys. Thanks for showing up. I really appreciate you watching my videos, following me and all that stuff. Hopefully I'm helping some of you guys and girls out there and go from there. One more here for Kim in New York. GWHP, we trade, or PH. We got this trade in the room a long time ago. We took it, found it, made a great, right here, I think it was. Came back in, we took the trade. Look at that thing fall. And I think even back here too. Oh, right here too. Yeah, look at that. Came in, took it, fell, boom, 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 right back to here, right back to double top, took it again, shorted again. So, all right, guys. Yeah, this one here looking weak. You're finding some support, needs to come back up above the 200 MA and then go from there. All right, guys, I'm out. That's it. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching my videos. God bless. See you on the charts.